you are knowing that right now we are dealing with user defined function. User defined function. And we have seen varieties of arguments and parameters. Now, what are the varieties of function that a user can create? So altogether, we are having four varieties. The first one is non-return type, as well as non-return type, as well as non-parameter. This is one variety that we can create. That means we can create a function in which I am not trying to return anything. I don't like to give any value in the parameter. Second variety can be it can be non-return type but with parameter. The third one can be return type but no parameter. And the fourth one can be return type and with parameter. So this all together we are going to learn these four varieties. Now one by one I am going to demonstrate it. But before the demonstration, let's uh, think about all these four categories when we can create and why we have to create a non-return type or return type or with parameter or without parameter. So the first thing, when we are discussing about return type, either it is non-return type or it is return type. Even non-return type is also a variety of return type which is trying to return you none. A special special value will be returned and the name of that value is none. That we have learned earlier also. Return type is directly proportional to output. I hope that everyone is there along with your note, copy and pen. Return type is directly proportional to the output. Same way, parameter is directly proportional to the input. I will explain both the lines. First, note it down. So basically, return type is directly proportional to the output and parameter is directly proportional to the input. What does it mean? If you'd like to show the output to the user, then you are using non-return type function. If you would like to return the output either to the user or to some other code of the same program, then we use to type return. So if we are not returning, that means we are trying to store the output directly to the user, and that will be the variety of non-return type. And if you'd like to return something either to the user or to the second code, then it will be treated as return type. So return or non-return is directly proportional to the output. How we would like to configure our output, and that nothing is important, nothing is mandatory. It is totally flexible. Flexibility means a programmer can decide whether the programmer would like to create a return type function or non-return type function. And same way, if we are dealing with parameters, so parameters basically directly proportional to the input. That means if you would like to give some input, if you would like to give some input to a function, then parameters are used. If you don't like to give any input, if you don't like to give any input to the function, that means if the function requires the input, then if the function requires the input, then it will ask directly from the user. I'm just repeating myself. One option is that I am providing the input to the function, and according to my input, the function will work. Then I have to give the parameter. Second option, I will not provide any input to the user. Then if the function needs any input, then inside the function we can provide the code through which function will ask, through which the function will ask the value directly from the user. On that case, we don't need to provide any parameter. In with some example, just I would like to demonstrate this parameter. Like, it may be possible that someone is asking, or I will ask you to provide me orange juice. Kindly provide me orange juice. So there can be two stages. Either first one, I am providing you some oranges and I am asking you to give me the juice from these oranges only. So then my oranges are the parameter for you as the function. Second option, I need to drink orange juice, but I am not providing you any oranges. On that case, you have to purchase your own orange, and from that orange you need to make the orange juice and provide it to me. So this would be the example of non-parameter. So this is how a function can be uh, distinguished. Nothing is mandatory. Every part, every varieties are optional. It depends upon the programmer whether the programmer would like to create non-return type non-parameter, non-return type with parameter, return type non-parameter, or return type with parameter. Although in your examination it can be asked that wait, Ernest, it will be clear for you when I'm going to demonstrate it with example. In your examination, it can be asked to you that write these functions in which these value will act as the parameter. Then on that case, you have to, on that case, you have to take the values as the parameter. Or in your examination, it can be asked that after the calculation, return the value to the user. Then you have to use the return keyword. Or it will be asked that after the calculation, kindly print the value to the user. Then don't use the return type. This way we are going to work with return type, non-return type, with parameter or without parameter. Let's have the look. One by one, I am going to demonstrate. As you are knowing that Python doesn't support function overloading. So I will create 4 different functions with 4 different names. Same name will not be repeated. Otherwise, if it was the other object-oriented language, like C++ and Java, then we were having the flexibility that all four functions can be created with same name. But it is not possible with Python, that we have learned earlier also, yesterday even. So let's start with the first one. First, I will create non-return type non-parameter. Just simple. Just I would like to make it simple. So I will use only a simple function to add two values. I would like to create non-return type non-parameter. The question is, ask two value from the user and find the sum of the values through the function. Okay. In sum one, I will not provide any value so that it becomes non-parameter. Now, if I have not got any value through the parameter, then I have to ask it from the user, that I am going to ask int input and then enter a number. Through this message, user will provide one number. Again, y is equals to int input enter second number. Two values has been given, and then print the, the summation of x and y. Why I am printing here? Because I am demonstrating a function with non-return type. Why I have not used any value inside the function? Because I am demonstrating the function with non-parameter. So in this function, I am not giving any input to this function. Inputs has been asked by the function itself, and the addition is available in front of you. Let's execute the code. First, I will save it. FUNCT by function type. Yeah, Shashank, I will call it from here. So sum1, let's provide some value. We are getting some error. Why? Because here I am providing some value and which is not possible. Why? Let's come back. In this function, I have not given any parameter, so I can't give any value. This is the example of non-return type, non-parameter, non-return type, non-parameter, non-return type, non-parameter. Let's execute it one more time. That means we can't provide any value to someone. So I will not provide any value to someone, just calling it. Now it is asking me some value. Let us provide some value. The first value is 45. Second, let it be 80. See, I think it is providing us the correct output. So this way we can create a function, non-return type and non-parameter. Let's make some another function that will work same way that someone is working. That means again I would like to ask two numbers from the user, and then I would like to add the numbers. Now according to this was earlier I have demonstrated the first variety of function. Now I am demonstrating the second variety, that is non-return type with sorry, it is written with non-parameter, with parameter beta. Kindly make the correction. Non-return type with parameter. So it will be sum2. But in this, I would like to provide some value so that that value will be added. And then in the body of the function, just we need to add those values because the values already has been given to the function. Just we need to add the value. Sum2 has been created. Let's run one more time. Now I will test sum2 with no values. It will create the error because it is asking for two values. Now I will provide the value sum2 and let the values are 12 and 56. So you can see we are getting the summation of 12 and 56. So sum2 is perfectly working. We have demonstrated two varieties, non-return type, non-parameter, non-return type with parameter. You can see here both the functions are same. I'm not trying to create any different varieties of function. One type of function can be demonstrated in all four categories. Yeah, sum2 is the example of type 2. Sum1 is the example of type 1 and sum2 is the example of type 2. Now I am coming to type 3. What is type 3? It is return type and non-parameter. Let's have the look. Return type and non-parameter. I think now you understood that what we have to write when we are getting parameter and non-parameter. If you are using print address, that means that will be example of non-return type. It can be non-parameter also, it can be parameter also. So third is the return type non-parameter. Non-parameter means we don't have to give any value inside the bracket. That is the example of non-parameter simply. That means we have to ask the value from the user inside the body of the function. That I will ask here. And now it is the third type. Third type is return type. Now think about output. When you are discussing parameter, think about input. And when we are discussing return type, think about output. It is return type, so I have to write here RETURN, return, and the values. What are the values? Values are, in fact, value is return x plus y. Yes, correct. Let's execute it. Sum3. We are going to demonstrate sum3. And there I will demonstrate one more new feature. First, I will show you sum3. 200 first value and 300 second value, and it will not work because we have created non-parameter. So finally we got the error. Correct. Very good, Shashank. Now, so that means we need to call sum3 without any value. Now here I will provide a value 200, let it be 500. Now let's execute, let's press the enter button and let's see whether we are going to get any output or not. So we are getting the output and that is 700. Yeah, beta, we have called the function. Ivangi, we have called the function because this is the type, this is the name of the function. Then we have used the bracket open and bracket close, and this way we have called the function. So we are getting the value, and that is 700. It is working perfectly. Even we have written, you can say that, sir, you have written print, and then when you have written print, we were getting the output. Let's have the example of sum1. This was the example of non-return type non-parameter. In this, if I am giving two values, someone let it be 300 and 800, it is also giving us the output. But in this function, we have used print function, print print function, and in the sum tree we have used return, and both are giving us the output. Then what is the difference between return type and non-return type? Let me demonstrate you what would be the difference. Let's execute it one more time. So one more time I am showing you sum 1, 23, 32 working. One more time I am trying to demonstrate you sum 3, 32, 56 working. Now how we can utilize the return type? Let me show you. If I am writing here m is equals to sum3, whether it will work. So again it is asking some value 80, 20. We have not got any output. We have not got any output, but it has been added. Where is the addition? Addition has been catched. Addition has been catched by am. Correct, Shashank? So we need to print the value of am, and then you will get the addition of 80 and 20. Yeah, you can write print m also, but we are in the interactive mode, so I have just written m. So this is how we can utilize a return type function. Nothing is mandatory, beta. I am just repeating everything. You are having 4 tools. You can utilize any one. Nothing is mandatory. But when you are using return type function, you can get the returning from the function and you can save it in some another value. Can this be, can we do the same with the sum1 function, which was a print function? Let's check it. 23, 65. It is providing us the output here. Good. It is providing us the output here. Then what would be the value that n is having? Nothing. Someone was called and value we have given, it has been added and it has been printed in front of you and doesn't get any value. I hope that now you understood the difference between return type and non-return type. Let's come to the last one. In the last one, that is, but I can't say that efficiency will increase or decrease. It is a variety. You can utilize anything. Efficiency doesn't matter anywhere because every function will work in with their own efficiency. So last one is return type with parameter. Return type with parameter. That means this was non-return type with parameter. Just I'm going to copy it here. I'm trying to paste it here. Just I will change the name to sum4, and here we are getting the parameter x and y, and but I have to make it return type. So I will write here retur return. So our fourth function has been created. Now let's demonstrate sum4. So I will call sum4 without any value, and it will not work because we have to provide two values. So now I have to provide two values. I am trying to provide it here 32, 78. Execute it. So you are getting 110, and even if you are writing uh, k is equals to, you can write any name, any variable name, k is equals to sum4, and then provide some value. It has been executed, but the output is not available in front of you. Why the output is not available in front of you? Because the output has been sent to k, and if you would like to see the output, then you have to print the value of k. Yeah, correct. I hope that, yeah, you can write print k also, beta. It will work same way. Print k. Oh, it is not working. Why? Why? Conceptual question. Why? No. Yes, it is not due to interactive mode. It is not due to space. Shashank, correct. Because the syntax of print is use the bracket. Okay. So this way small things you have to consider when you are dealing with code. So I hope you understood all the varieties of function. There are 4 varieties of function. I hope that you have written also all the 4 varieties, and there is no mandatory for the user which one has you have to create and which one you don't have to create. From examination point of view, the question will be asked to create a function either with return type or without return type, or with parameter or without parameter. So these 4 are the example of same type of function. Same activity can be created with non-return type, non-parameter, non-return type with parameter, return type, non-parameter, or return type with parameter.